I've lost myself in, chasing the marriage and not getting anything in return. And I felt so, at that time, I felt so just hopeless and so empty.
So I always kept my guard up, always stayed on the edge, always trying to figure out a plan B during the process of our marriage, because I felt like at a certain point in time, she was going to leave me.
When he deployed, I had already paid for the divorce.
Sylvester and Denise Jenkins met while both were in the Army. Quickly bonding over common ground, they fell in love and married in 2011. Both had a child from a previous marriage, as well as emotional wounds.
I had gotten married when I was 19, and it was a very physically and very emotionally abusive relationship. I really thought I was worthless, honestly. Always absolutely something I did not share. I kept those walls up.
When it came to her just wanting some sense of intimacy or connection with me, I was like, nah, if I drop my guard, she gonna do me just like the last woman did.
It didn't take long for the marriage to unravel.
We was no longer communicating, talking. There was never no real level of connection or intimacy.
Arguments, the silent treatment in full out, fights.
Although both were Christians, at that time, neither made God a priority.
I felt like I was so consumed dealing with my job and just trying to get everything together, dealing with my career, being a protector, provider, and I got overwhelmed to the point that I was like, I don't have time for church anymore.
In late 2012, just before Denise's Army contract was up, the two decided to have a child together, hoping that would help their marriage.
I did think it would make us more aware and maybe more committed because there was children. I'm willing to stay in this marriage. Even if it's horrible, I'm willing to stay for the sake of our children.
Over the next few years, their family grew. But as they focused on their kids, Sylvester and Denise drifted even further apart, each blaming the other for their empty marriage.
I really believed that he was just cold, that he did not love me. He was never gonna show any type of emotions, ever. I struggled with it all throughout our marriage because I wanted it so bad. I
disregarded anything that she said when it come to her feelings and emotions, so it was just a constant battle between us on a daily basis.
By 2018, as Sylvester prepared for a year-long deployment to Kuwait, their marriage was all but over, with divorce papers waiting to be signed.
When I discovered he was deploying, I was like, this is my time to just build myself up. This is my time to prepare to be a single parent all over again. This is the time I can take to heal all the wounds and just let it go.
It instantly put me in having a flashback of my first marriage. So I was like, I don't want you to leave, even if it's bad, I just don't want you to leave me.
For those 12 months, they had little contact.
I'm just like, man, I just don't want to deal with any type of problems, any type of issues outside of what I got going on now dealing with this deployment.
When Sylvester returned in 2019, the couple was barely speaking. Yet one thing did change. They both agreed that the family needed to get back to church.
My prayers were sounding like, God, whatever you got to do to just help me to change my heart, to heal all this hurt. And I didn't really know how to articulate those prayers. I just knew that I was hurting. And although I wasn't praying for my marriage to be restored, I wasn't praying to be back with him. There's just something in me that I just wanted to be right with God.
So it was never to really reconcile the marriage. But I said, if we giving up on each other, let's not give up on God.
In addition to church, Sylvester and Denise joined a Bible study where they felt safe and loved. There, they learned practical tools to improve their marriage.
We was able to learn more about our roles and positions as husband and wife, how we're supposed to love and nurture one another, praying with your spouse, doing devotion. These are things that we never truly did together.
I was like, God forgives. God is not holding anything against him. Why should I? I don't have the right to either. I started to see someone that was wounded too, that was hurt too, and someone that didn't know how to navigate that. Someone who needed Jesus just like I needed Jesus.
Over the next year, their marriage was transformed. Their walls slowly came down, and they learned to love each other again.
We started to feel a connection, a strong level of intimacy with one another.
And I wanted to know more about him. I wanted to hear more about, how he felt, You know what I mean? I really started to have compassion, and I guess love. My heart was softened again for him.
And those divorce papers? Denise says they got lost over the years.
It was almost like they did disappear, but I don't know what I do with them. Divorce now is not an option, which is, it feels so good to say that. I know that's not an option.
Today, Sylvester and Denise enjoy taking what they learned to help other couples create a Christ-centered marriage.
We took the opportunity to pray together. Families that pray together, husband and wife who pray together, you have a 1% chance of divorce.
Run to God. I don't care how you look, what it feels like, what the enemy is trying to, the lies that he tells you. Run to God. Follow it, surrender everything, and watch how he turns things around for you.